I'm going to do a few random clips of getting some of these knives worked on. I've got 4 different stages of knives right now. I'm doing a blade etch now on this one. Happens to belong to Josh, Mr. Joshua Hills. Just saw your post on the Facebook thing, and just so happened I'm putting the etch on your blade now. Just a minute, I'll show a couple more over here. I use Q-tips, plain old Q-tips, and salt water and my battery charger to do this. Let's see if you can see it. There is a video on step by step of how to etch metal like this if you want to do it this way. When I go into, I use fingernail polish to paint down on it, paint it and then scratch what I'm going to put in there. And you should see the ladies at mainly the dollar store. When I run out and I'll go in there and get fingernail polish, and I'll stand there and steady and check out and pick out, look at colors and all, and sometimes I'll get a wild pink color or something like that, and they all look at me like I'm sort of weird, but well, I'm sort of weird anyway. But y'all see that? Get this one burned in, and I'll show you what it looks like. Now these still have to be there in the softened stage. Now they're annealed. All these blades right here that you see, they have the primary grind on them, and I'll touch them up. Then they'll have to be heat treated. After they're heat treated, cleaned, and then tempered, then they'll be ready for handles and final sharpening, and then the leather work. And normally Master Sergeant will be over here helping me with the leather on these, but I believe today I hadn't heard from him. He is in, I think, Montgomery, Alabama. There, his son-in-law is graduating officer school. OCS is what the Army calls it. I don't know what the Air Force calls it. But he's going from enlisted to officer, and he's going to graduate today. And pretty cool. I hope he puts the ceremony up on his Facebook page so we can see it. And Master Sergeant will be there in his dress blues to render him his first salute, which I think that's just awesome. He's we have something in common on son-in-laws. He's got a good one, and I've got a good one. Let's see, that should be enough right there. Now these Q-tips, I buy the big pack, 750 Q-tips in a pack. And I have just now ran out of my first pack that I ever bought, which was over a year ago. Alright, now let's see. Put some of this stuff on there, and I'll show you, Mr. Josh, what it looks like, what it will look like. Clean all that off. There you go. See that? That's how I blade etch. Now these are ready right here. Let's see, that one is Kevin up in Canada. Did you know your family ordered this for you for Father's Day? I think you do. So she told me I could mention you. That one, and they also ordered you, let's take a walk. Also ordered you one of these J-Null skinners. Josh, there's your mini Skinner and one of your J-Null Skinners. In the tempering oven, you can't see in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fillet knives in there. They're just, when they come out, they'll be ready for cleanup and handles. Let's see. I'll do another different video. I just want to show you all a few clips throughout today. Mr. Armstrong, Big Kevin, I'll need to see you probably about Sunday, if you can get out this way, because I got something for you, or I'll have something for you. I'll show y'all some of the stuff I got on trade yesterday from my buddy Pastor Brad. Brad's a pastor at one of the churches up the road. Look at that antique right there. It's an old compressor. I built it into a paint sprayer. Needless to say, I'm not going to plug that in. He said it was working at one time, but I have a use for the motor. I don't know about that. And this body of it, the main body of it, is going to become my new propane forge when I get the new shop shelter out there fixed. See, and he also brought me some fire bricks, some kiln bricks. Look at that big old piece of that. Some Purple Heart. You can do something with that. Some oak in there. Let's see, what else did he bring me? We got a plan for that. Piece of that. That might look cool on something. And there was something else. Where'd I put it? Oh. This big piece of black walnut right here. He said it was at one time a Lazy Susan or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to cut that up and make knife handles. We'll just wait and see. And that's cool for a knife stand. What it is, I have no idea. But it looks cool. Somebody's carved little heads on it. See what I mean about outgrowing the shop? I just got stuff everywhere. But okay, if I get a knife finished today before I have to head out, I will show it to y'all. I've got to close up at least by 3 o'clock. My granddaughter, baby granddaughter, Madison, graduating pre-K tonight, or this afternoon. So they got them a little ceremony at school and all, so I got to be there. I can't miss that. She told me last night, Papa, you got to be there, and I said, okay, I'll be there. So I'll show you something else here in just a little while. Just wanted Josh and Kevin in Canada. I want y'all to see that right quick. Now, let me stop talking and get back to work. Another random clip. Look at all the J-Null Skinners. Oh, and the mini Skinner. Alright, the epoxy set fair for right now. It's got a set for a couple hours. Now, some of these are crown stag per order, and these other ones, antler tips, are going to get a chunk of that Purple Heart on the end of them. I think it'll look really nice. And over here we have a glue up fillet knives. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these are made out of that that real old sawmill blade that Redneck Prepper sent me. Handles are ready for those. Let me show y'all that blade. For those of y'all that didn't see it, so you know what you're getting on your knife. This one right here. This one right here. That's what those fillet knives are made out of. And I forget how old he said that thing is ancient. It's older than me, so that means it's pretty old. Alright, I'll show you all something else later today if something else happens. It's almost time for a sandwich. So, I'll be back. Alright, last clip of the day. I've got to get in here and get ready to go to graduation. This epoxy is still not dry enough to work with. It has rained again most of the morning and the sun came out. Now it's clouding up again. This is 4 or 5 days in a row. Rain, 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 just off and on, off and on. It is so humid that it's getting hard to breathe. At least it's not so hot, but the humidity's just, it's not letting this epoxy dry fast like it normally would if it was hot. But by the time I get back tonight, it'll be dry. I'm not supposed to work after 3 o'clock, but I just may have to tonight to get a couple of these ready. But we'll see. And that'll be all for this video. And oh, I've got also 3 more. Now I was over at Ricky Jr.'s getting the handles. I'm having 3D printed. 2 are prototype fishing knives, and I'll show you all those when they get ready. Real excited about those. And another one is for Mr. Pike. Another one like the first one, but I think the handles are going to be better on this one. We'll wait and see, because I'm having to wait in line for the printer on that one because he's got so many other jobs going. But by the end of the weekend I'll have all those done and I'll show you all those too. It's gonna be cool. Alright, I thank y'all for watching. I thank you for your support, and I will see you tomorrow.